Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Tony Winston here for Jazz, Piano, or Whatever College. And I'm going to cover the song Little Waltz by Ron Carter. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this song yet, but I had a request for it, so here it is. And you know, I think I did cover this song, but it's not in the title of any of my videos, so I'm going to do a video just about this song. And it's a pretty cool song. There is one misprint there in the bridge where it's a D minor 7 flat 5. And then that's a C there, not an A. That bottom note there, middle C. Okay, this comes from the original real book. They may have corrected it by now, but anyway, you can download the chart. It's just, click on the link down in the description. They're always free. They're always easy. What can I cover on this? Just how to voice the chords maybe, and the fact that it is a waltz. Let's talk about it just a little bit. So F minor. I wouldn't add a seventh or anything there yet. The E minor 7 flat 5 doesn't sound quite right. I would say maybe. Herbie Hancock plays on this song, and he plays some pretty rich, thick chords in there. You could just play the diminished part of that chord and add the C like that. I think that sounds a little better than adding the D, but, nothing wrong with the D. E flat minor 6, the melody there could be the top of the chord. Same with this one, D flat major 7th. And that's such a beautiful example of a minor ninth. Considered to be the most dissonant sound there is on the piano. It's even more dissonant than that if you spread it out a little bit. But it's so beautiful right here. Yeah. And then a G 7th, it starts off kind of suspended. It goes like that, but that way. So, yeah. You could possibly do something like that, or no, I just think just playing add the 7th down there is all you really need. And C 7th, of course. And then I got a little bit bigger on the next part. See me add the flat 9 down there, right there. That's still a flat 9, even though it seems like a flat 2. You still, because it's a 7th chord, doesn't matter where you put the flat 9, it's still a flat 9. Pretty sure I heard Herbie do that. It's just a nice way to reharmonize the 7th on the top of the chord there by playing a tritone triad. That's an F sharp triad over a C 7th structure. And I left out the 5th too. All right. You could add the 13 there, put a flat 9 in if you like. Now how can a 13 be lower than a flat 9? Well, like I said, once you get the 7th established right there, it doesn't matter where you play a flat 9. You could play it here, here, here. I mean, you could even play it down there, I suppose, but it's not going to sound like the chord you're after. And the 13 is this note, so it could be above the 9. You could play it like this, but it doesn't matter. You can put those alterations. Really, any chord tone can go any place, and generally you keep the root on the bottom if you want the listener to be able to know what chord you're playing. Flat minor 7th, I needed some kind of a 3rd in there. Easy to put a flat 9 in there. Oh, I think I missed that. I think I played it as a D before, so. Yeah, that's the classic jazz chord from the 1920s, which is any dominant 7th chord. You put a flat 5 into it, and you hear Art Tatum do that like constantly. Not constantly, but a lot. Now, it goes to a major key here, but then pretty much follows the same kind of thing. And I think here at the end, I'd have to listen to it again, but there's some kind of different chords than just that F. Let me give it a quick listen. Most people do their research before they do their video, but I'm lazy. So I found out there at the end of the bridge that it really is a D natural there, so that's another misprint in the book before going back to the F. And at the very end of the song, it's not really 2 measures of F major. It's F and then like a C 7th chord, pretty altered too, to get back to that F minor at the beginning. And of course, you could do a 2-5-1 there. And let's see, there's some pretty interesting bass movement too. So at one point, Ron Carter, let's take the last A section there. It's the last 2 lines of the song where it starts on F major, and Ron Carter plays A and A. So it's F over A, and then on the next chord, which would be like, I think maybe he goes to like a G and then a G flat, and then and I think on the G7 he does something like, starts on B flat and then gets up to C, like that. So it's his song, and he's the bass player, and really the bass player is probably the most powerful instrument in any ensemble because it lays down what the root is, and if he plays something other than the root, it has to kind of make sense with what the other musicians are doing. So in other words, if it's an F major, the bass player certainly can play an A, but it changes the whole feel of the song there. And not only that, the bass really probably drives the rhythm as much as the drums, if not more so. So having a bass player who's right on top of things is a good thing to have in your band. Yeah, you could treat that E minor 7 flat 5 as really as kind of like a C dominant chord. It's kind of going like that. And, the chord symbol's there, but it just doesn't sound right in this song. I don't think it is right. And we've got E flat minor 6. All right, you can get some really rich sounding chords here. And that has to be one of the most beautiful chords around, a suspended 4th, but you put the 3rd in anyway, instead of having the 3rd suspended up to a 4th, you just keep it as a 3rd. All right. have an extra bar there on the second ending. Perhaps there in the major key, it's better, that minor 7 flat 5, but I still think this is better. Now, one thing I haven't gone over is rootless voicings for a long time, and I was thinking today that I would do a rootless voicing video for guitar. Now, I'm a horrible guitar player because of my left-hand injury. I own a guitar, and it's a small guitar. I think right there a G, G, minor 7 flat 5 would be fine, or it just says G there, but it's got to be some kind of a 7th chord, because that's like a little 2-5-1 going to F. So look at E flat minor 6. You could play a rootless voicing like this, and that rootless voicing could also be an A flat 7th. So you see that E flat 6 is really kind of like an A flat 7th moving through the cycle of fifths to D flat. Right. Well, it's a great song, and Ron Carter is still alive and well, to the best of my knowledge. I think he's 84 or something, but he's played on something like, 3,000 jazz albums or something. Legendary bass player. And, he actually plays on a couple of the Jamie Aebersold play-alongs. So I'm going to dig through my collection. I've got about 30 of them over there, and I'm going to find the one that has Ron Carter on it. And we're going to listen to his playing when he's, not trying to do anything, too out of the ordinary, but he'll play very tastefully, I'm sure. So we'll find that and feature that in an upcoming video. Okay, thanks very much, everyone. Thanks for your support over on Patreon, through PayPal, and just with your great comments and thumbs up and all that good stuff. See you again soon.